It was your boy Tyrone. So in this video, I want to show you guys how you can get approved for a loan. So I'm on bankrate.com and there is a personal loan section. So Bankrate is not a lender. They just give you offers based on your credit score. So the most you guys can apply through a Bankrate is $100K. So you can get pre-qualified in 2 minutes or less. So I'm gonna fill out, randomly, right? So if you guys are self-employed, you will need to make sure you have the tax returns. If you don't, it's going to be nearly impossible. If you guys are using a CPN to apply, you need to make sure you have tax returns. To get tax returns, you could use a CPN or go through a company that offers documentations. But I will go over them after this video. So let's say you are self-employed. Gross income. So this is the most important factor, whether you get approved for a certain loan. So if you want 100 grand, you will need to make over 100 grand. So at least 150K or 250K every single year. Okay. Then you basically put in your home address, right? So let's do a random address just for a demonstration. Right. And then owning or renting. So I recommend you guys do rent over owning, but it don't really matter because you need to make sure they look over your debt to income ratio. If you guys just own a home, you can't really take out another personal loan unless you guys have really good credit. But it's always best do renting in general. And the monthly payment, the lower the payment, the better. Okay. And then you fill out on the first name. So we'll do Bob Flay. I'm just trying to go over and then Bob Flay at Gmail. Right. You put in a random phone number. Date of birth is fill out. Oops. 9/19. Next. All right. So this is basically the last part of the application. So you put in your CPN or social. You hit this number and they'll give you your rates. If you guys got denied, that means your credit score is not worthy enough to get approved for a loan. So how can we get approved for a loan? So you guys either use a CPN, get a cosigner, or add trade lines to boost your score. So I'll give you guys a few sites to get approved for these loans. So first site we have is Trade Line Association. So they have several services you guys can go through. You guys could clean your credit for $350, right? You clean your credit and then you apply. But I strongly advise you guys add some primary trade lines. If you got to try and get a loan around 50 to 100K, definitely add the highest primary trade package. This is all the info over here. Comes with the own loan, credit card paid off, closed accounts, CPN packages. You can use this to apply for the loan. But they do have a cosign loan, all right? But it will be through U.S. Bank. So it won't be through Bankrate, so that their own financing they go through. So another site you guys could use is, let me find it on my search, CPN package, right? You guys could use a CPN. You could use this as a cosigner or use this to apply for a loan. Once they provide the info, just go through the whole application like to show you guys, right? And the email, the number, you guys need to get it yourself. Find a text number, find, an address, or the company provides an address for you and you need a burner Gmail. Put the last 4 socials of the CPN and you guys should get approved. I have made countless videos on this company, but the site is good for the CPNs and you guys can get approved for a loan. Then lastly, I recommend you guys visit Tradeline Rust. Add these primary trade lines onto your credit. So if you guys want the most out of it, want a high credit score boost, if you're sitting at 400 and you want to boost up to 300 or 400, definitely add the highest credit line you can possibly find. It can be expensive, but it's worth on getting approved for the loan. All right, so we're talking about a 100K loan. But not only you can get a loan, you can also get approved for credit cards, like the Amex credit cards. So any of the CPNs I told you guys about, you guys can easily get approved for the platinum card, gold card, where any credit card basically works. Okay. And you guys can literally apply through, all these other loan sites as well. You can actually open more than one loan, believe it or not. Okay. So that'll be it for the video. Check out the sites in the description, and I'll see you in the next video.